You now arrive at one of the most decisive turning points in the Essential 8 journey. In the previous lectures, you focused on stopping malicious code, closing vulnerabilities, and reducing attack surface. In this lecture, you shift your attention to power, specifically who has it, how it is used, and how attackers try to steal it. Restricting administrative privileges exists because once an attacker gains admin access, almost every other control becomes easier to bypass. To understand this strategy, you need to see the world from an attacker's perspective. An attacker's ultimate goal is rarely just to access one file or one system. Their real objective is control. Administrative privileges allow them to disable security tools, create new accounts, move laterally across systems, and persist quietly for long periods of time. Admin access turns a small foothold into a full-scale breach. The Australian Cybersecurity Centre places strong emphasis on restricting administrative privileges because nearly every serious cyber incident involves privilege misuse at some stage. Attackers do not start with admin rights. They steal or compromise a normal user account first. From there, they look for ways to escalate privileges. If admin access is easy to obtain, the attack accelerates rapidly. You should think of admin access like the master key to a building. A stolen office key might get someone into one room. A master key lets them open every door, disable alarms, and move unnoticed. Many organizations unknowingly hand out master keys far too freely, often for convenience rather than necessity. Privilege access misuse happens in many ways, and not all of them involve sophisticated hacking. Sometimes it is as simple as a user running daily work with admin rights just in case. Sometimes it is a shared admin password that has not been changed in years. Sometimes it is a service account with far more access than it actually needs. Attackers thrive in these environments because they do not need to break controls. They simply take advantage of them. Real-world incidents show this clearly. A phishing email compromises a user. That user happens to have local admin rights. Malware disables endpoint protection. Credentials are harvested. Domain-level access follows. What started as a single click becomes an organization-wide incident. Restricting administrative privileges breaks this chain early. At the heart of this strategy is the principle of least privilege. This principle is simple to understand, but often difficult to apply consistently. It means that users and systems should have only the access they need to perform their role. Nothing more. Access is granted intentionally, reviewed regularly, and removed when no longer required. Least privilege is not about distrust. It is about acknowledging that mistakes happen and accounts get compromised. When that happens, limited privileges limit damage. You are designing your environment to be resilient, not optimistic. One of the most effective ways to apply least privilege is by separating admin and user identities. This means you do not use the same account for everyday work and administrative tasks. Your normal user account is used for email, documents, and browsing. Your admin account is used only when administrative actions are required and nothing else. This separation dramatically reduces risk. If your everyday account is compromised through phishing or a malicious website, the attacker does not automatically gain admin access. They still have to overcome another barrier. This slows them down, increases detection opportunities, and often stops the attack entirely. From a human perspective, this can feel inconvenient at first. Switching accounts or elevating privileges requires a small pause. But that pause is intentional. It forces awareness. It reminds you that administrative actions are powerful and should be deliberate. Over time, this becomes normal behavior rather than friction. Restricting admin privileges also means reducing the number of admins. Many organizations discovered they have far more administrative accounts than they realized. Each one represents potential risk. Fewer admins means fewer targets for attackers and fewer chances for mistakes. However, restriction alone is not enough. You also need visibility. Monitoring and IDTing privilege access ensures that admin activity is visible, traceable, and reviewable. When administrative actions are logged and reviewed, misuse stands out. This does not mean constant surveillance, it means accountability. Effective monitoring answers practical questions. Who used admin access? When did they use it? What actions were performed? These answers are invaluable during incident response and security reviews. Without them, investigations rely on guesswork. Auditing privilege access also supports trust. When users know that admin activity is logged and reviewed, there is less temptation to misuse access for convenience. It reinforces a culture where admin rights are treated as a responsibility, not a perk. As you step back, you should clearly see how this strategy builds on everything you have learned so far. Application control and patching stop attacks early. Hardening removes unnecessary paths. Restricting administrative privileges ensures that even if something slips through, it cannot easily escalate into a major incident. This is one of the most powerful risk reduction strategies in the Essential 8. In the next lecture, you will continue this progression by exploring Strategy 6, Patch Operating Systems, where you will see how system-level vulnerabilities and delayed updates can undo even the strongest privilege controls if left unmanaged. Before you move on, I want to ask you for a small but meaningful favor. If you are finding this course valuable, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and leave a comment. This is a free educational channel. It costs you nothing, but your subscription and engagement make a real difference. They help this channel grow, reach more learners, and continue producing in-depth content like this for everyone.